Inside Story Uganda, real source of political updates.
Nsoma movement.
Gwe Yosefu.
Ate Yosefu balimbatizako mu chachi. Mama wange yantwala kumbatiza mu chachi nenkuba faze ekigwo. Bamuyitanga majenjeke. 64. Ne mama wange mulwadde nnyo. My mother is very mulwadde nnyo.
Mama waffe mole namatovu.
Okugulu kwe bakuba mu Buganda Riots kumuli bubi. Rabulira omutunuulira irregulate waye ejo ndiye nalema. Kubanga yangamba singa tewagenda wa mukama woyo singa okugulu kwange nkulina. Is going to be an indelible curse on me. Kugulu kumuli bubi bamutomeze emmotoka bamukuba naye ate bamala omukuba bansasula bubi. Mama wange Buganda Riots bamulumbye bamwoke nti gekazaala omwana wagira Museveni. How did Museveni pay me? They sacked me. For 8 years, the only thing I get from government is 1.7 million. Nenga ndaba bakusasira bajjajjo ne batwala billions. I think it is a curse from my mother. Mama nga afudde bubi. Nero namugamba ti Abaganda basaana bakyusa olugero.
Duluwa.
Mwana omubi avumya nnyina. N'omulungi naye avumya nnyina. Banga nze tebamvunaana kubba. I'm a highly disciplined man. Naye batusasudde bubi. Batusasudde bubi.
Tebasasudde bulungi.
Tebatusasudde bulungi. Batusasudde bubi. Kugulu kumuli bubi. Jjo nasula mu ddwaliro ng'ali ku cupa naye mbalinda mbalabe. Tewaliwo alizinyo ofe mutajimbo mutwe. President yagamba mulezi mama mirundi mulabe nalweso n'agaana nenda kalema ne bayina emirembe. Muwala bamuyita Kankunda. Nagende wa Kankunda. That's why me I don't believe in tribalism. During the Buganda Riots, my mother rang me in a desperate voice. Bantadde mu nnyumba banjoke. Nengenda nasanga on the Haji Moses Chobongo. To tell you that the mob thing was very important. Museveni was chairing a meeting with the security people. Mwala gwe bayita Kankunda. Nanga mirundi you fight me, but I don't know your mother. Let me help you to save your mother. Nampa ekitabo kyali kya yero. Writing letters nene enjekutwalireyo. Museveni emerged out of the meeting. They are killing your mother? Yes. Sit there. You'll talk to your mother in 5 minutes. Kayihura was assigned to rescue my mother. But all the roads nga bataddemu ebipiira aba Buganda Riots. Commandos had to land in my village to rescue her. President n'agamba mukulu munnange njagala mulabe mwebaze ate abo abaana babadde bamwokya basalawo kunnwanyisa Lwabuugo bayagala president's ambition isize. But I've taught Lwabuugo a lesson. Uyo yabadde ayogera
yabadde agamba
nti yakwata ku ssente zange
ng'amanyi oli mukatuliki.
Buli kintu kyange kyonna in the last 8 years Lwabuugo strategy like other people to suffocate me into submission. Me
okkirize okakkane ogwemu amaanyi
to support his president's ambitions. I refused. Tumuwulire bw'ayogera. Munnamugamba nti waayi mukulu nga simusanyufu. Ate I want to tell you. Mukiwandiika abawuliriza. Lwabuugo will appear on the ballot paper of the presidential elections.
Damu olangirire ensonga eyo kanzikize n'omudigido abantu bawulirize
Lwabuugo will stand in 2020 what?
26
as a presidential candidate.
Whether
Museveni likes it or not.
Dwachi. Museveni taso amuteminga.
Tasobola. Yagambye, I'm not a member of their family. It's only my children who are members of their family.
Atenga yabazala.
Two, ate gundi yagamba chitu mukundi. Zina Luganda na first lady. Fe mu Katoliki enkoko yamala okweka okukolima emirundi egi.
Esatu.
Nabaga nti omusajja omwenzi. Ayinza okubeera ow'enkimanganzi. Eggwala eddungi ne limuga nti nze nakafeero. Naga nti anze eri amirundi libbule. Ate bwakugaana oswala nnyo. Yes. Lwabwogo will stand in 2026.
Ne lwaki amaanyi weegali?
Anti Lwabwogo is cornered. Lwabwogo is one of the wealthiest people.
Mugwanga muno.
And he said, he pointed out, in order to protect my wealth, I must be in charge of politics.
So called in
and Lwabwogo is a risky taker. Lwabwogo is a risky taker. Politics is for risky taker.
Never inza hoka mujjamu joka bwe bamujjamu aganeke eyeni ale mukyali gonza bwe yali amwesimbyeko
takyasobola kuvaamu. I want to tell you.
Mirundi.
Lwabwogo can even stand on the opposition card.
So
yali mu Babesige bano.
Hey,
I'm telling you. For me, I analyze. Mirundi. We are trained to analyze the speeches of people as a propagandist. He said, if they say that I'm a family member, it's only my children who are members of their family. Two, he says I have a constitutional right to stand as a president.
As a statement, and
he said, in order to protect my wealth, I must be in charge of political. Mutufu nnyo. Mutufu nnyo. Lwabwogo lwapia nabagamba ntya.
Watugawa kumbabaza.
Nabagamba ntya.
Katu mukunde.
Nabagamba ntya.
Watugamba nti mbabaza agera kwesi motagera bivaamu.
Nembagamba ki?
N'okumono tugamba nti netumukunde okusinza ku statements zakoze naye agenda kwesimbawo kati oli mukulagula Lwabwogo.
Lwabwogo will stand. Kubanga point ziri ssatu. Ate whenever I hear him, he does not attribute his success to marriage. He says he came here with his money.
Yajja ne sente ze.
Yali get money in London.
So cool.
Natandika security company.
Yes.
So that one I can assure you.
Ye obugagga bwe tabubalira ku first family.
Nedda is not a member of the first family. It is only his children who are members. Two, he has a constitutional right, which is true. Three, who can protect his wealth.
Ate mukyalo we bwabera mu first family nga first family sigadde fuka mukyalo we taso amukumira bugagga.
Ate sikubangako zero. Nze mirundi ndi nalinkubiyeko zero.
Tubadde tumanyi nti ebyalwa Lwabwogo rumors.
Kankusomera embabazi. Kankusomera akatabo ka mbabazi.
Bakayita batya?
How I predicted embabazi. From Crown Prince to Commoner. Nakugamba ndi. Nakugamba.
Koza ako kali ka mwaka chifu Crown Prince to Commoner. Kantu baga nti obiwandiika ng'ojja wano.
In my country dated Sunday 21st July 2014 completed at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Naye olubiri lwe nali musaluwandiikako.
Olubiri lwe wali mungo wandiika. Obeera mu mbiri. Oli Ssaabasajja oba.
Nange n'embiri mbeera ekyengera mbeera ekabalagala mbeera. Ono yagamba mbu how can a poor man who sleeps in his zana. Egundi yakiŋŋamba. Ono yali akulira electoral commission mbu ayisiripu.
Badiri Kiggoni.
Ono omulalu ono yali ow'enaali emwoyo. He only constructed a solid building in his home area after being chairman of the NRM Electoral Commission.
Ono professor owe Maketa Mbodoi.
I sleep in no. But a man from the ghetto almost defeated him because of your arrogance.
A man from the ghetto, Bobby Wine, Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu.
Never underrate. If you want to kill a tiger, dress like a pig. Yes.
Nebo yambalanga tiger.
Kadi.
Wakawandiika olunaku lwali lwa Sunday nga 21 omwezi gwali gwa July omwaka 2014. From Crown Prince to Commoner.
Casualties of Museveni's succession battle.
Okaise casualties of Museveni's succession battle.
Vomits of a master spy.
Waliyo n'abakansa beyo kiku omwana yayogera kwaka akatabo kaliduddawa baagala kagula mbukingirayo copies bweziti kolera bwedde mugambo wayi bintu bya mirundi
nkugamba
nakalabako bwana akaleeta
why mbabazi presidential bid will fail nakibabuulira a critical look and analysis of Mama Mbabazi's presidential bid reveals that his handlers, I told you we have advisors and handlers. His handlers, who included his wife and his sister-in-law, Hope Mwesige, and the daughter, Nina Mbabazi, overlooked several factors. Nalugula Mbabazi nti agenda ku. Nimbaga ntimu ye, erimu mukyala we, erimu mulamu we Hope Mwesige, erimu Nina.
Mwalawe.
But they have overlooked the following factors. When you track all of Dr. Besige's earlier strategies, his wife Winnie Byanyima played a crucial role, and this was mainly due to her character. For example, Winnie did not suffer from a credibility problem. Her name had not featured any corruption scandal that rocked the NRM government at that time. The driving force behind the Besigye was Winnie
Byanyima.
Winnie Byanyima ngabaganda bwe bagamba tekinatta amakate kyeramba lujja okweramba is to come straight. Why? Amaka g'Abaganda bw'ogula ennyumba omuganda gy'abaddemu n'ogimenya ku geeti osangamu emitwe gy'embuzi.
Ku geeti emitwe gy'embuzi n'egy'endiga.
Yes, why? Kibi kigwa omugemera wala
nga tannatuuka eno.
Yes. Kakati Winnie Byanyima yagenda teeramba lujja. We are cleaning the movement. Winnie Byanyima undermined Museveni without Museveni knowing. Identifying baani abayimiriddizaako Museveni nakuba kuteesa.
Yakuba Sam Kahamba kuteesa.
Namukuba.
Nachima Jim Muhwezi.
If there is anybody who knows that I'm intelligent is Sam kuteesa. Namugamba Winnie. Ayagala kutambaka ya muwala okumuhoozi. But we shall win. Muhwezi yamukuba. Mao n'agamba Mulwana produces soap. Mulwana produces batteries. Mukwano produces soap. Whoever no sells Mercedes Benzes, what do you sell to get this money?
Ngabuza Sam kuteesa.
Ye kuteesa bwe yajja mu parliament n'akola defense eyali speaker okwithereti okwiyamugamba your defense is too legalistic. Abuka obujulizi bwo bwonna mu kooti ya kaadi ey'abasiraamu bwonna obujje mu Kulaani. Obujulizi bwo bwonna gwe ng'omulokole obujje mu Bayibuli. Nkusingisiza omusango. How? Your defense is too legalistic. Kuteesa n'ayimira n'amugamba as an MP I am obliged to respect the speaker's ruling, but as an intellectual I find it wanting.
Nga ombaka
but we made sure that the wedding took place. Nakwata bakwata muhwezi yalwana ku sponsor motion nakima Kigundu the main sponsor eya motion. Kigundu basulanga bonna Makerere. Kigundu namutwale wa sekandi ku macha namuga nti motion njije muhwezi yalwana namufulumya. Why? Muhwezi and Besigye we are not seeing eye in Rukungiri. In fact, bali balonda chairman we Rukungiri we NRM. Muhwezi yatwala Sudiro. Besigye nabaga nti omubbi azene mubbi munne. Nga Besigye yefudde ekitale Rukungiri. Yakuba omusajja nga bamuyita Kakwenzere namukuba ku ttaka.
Ani yamukuba?
Besigye.
Ngolo lwaki?
Wini nakuba Muhwezi. Bati Muhwezi mugezi. Besigye bwasanga obuzibu ani yamujja mu buzibu. It was Muhwezi. Batekawo Rukungiri group. It was Muhwezi who convinced Museveni to retire Besigye from the army. Ne balimba Museveni nti agenda nakola meeting e Rukungiri bebaze president obutamusiba. I told Mayombo. Mayombo yangandi, let me tell you, there is nobody from the west who can take on Museveni. Mugamba Besigye, as I've told you. Besigye a disparate mind teina chekola chetakola. I told Mayombo. President Museveni yali azanya na mupira Antale ne Kagame. President Kagame. Agenda okulya ekiri e Rukungiri nga Besigye yerangiride. Tiyazanya second round.
Second after yakomawo.
Kigongo was on his way to Rukungiri to preside over the meeting. Zenalida kitegedde gulolimu. Kigongo yakoma mbala naddayo nga Besigye yeranga. Since then, Besigye became a diplomat in Uganda. She graduated from a Kano, a UPDF Kano to
to a presidential candidate.
Yes.
And a politician.
Kati nabalamba bazine mubala. Ti Winnie yeyambisa abakatoliki. Bano bwe bajja mu buyinza bazimba obulokole.
Era obulokole.
All of the best students are born again. At one time, it was a qualification to go to live in authority. You had to be a mulokole. Children of the bishops. The Catholic Church cannot watch and stay. No.
Catholic Church na yo
atenga Winnie mukatoliki. The Catholic Church rukuti ati Winnie as a future Catholic first lady could tame the influx of the balokole. Era Pope John Paul II Kagame yagamba ebintu ebi
bibiri.
One, whoever was killed in the church must be buried in the church. Mu Bukatoliki is only a bishop who is buried in the church. Kumba Kagame nakubaba bishop amasasi. Nakwata Misago eyali egondi head of the Catholic Church in Kigali. Namuteka mukomera. Who saved him? Pope John Paul yatuma a delegation that included Willie Byanyama, Emmanuel Pinto, Edward Babu, and Cardinal Wambala. Namuta nagenda. Kagame. Ekitegeeza Winnie Byanyima abakatoliki ekereziya
yamukererezaamu.
Yes, era Winnie Byanyima yagamba nti mwampa bamusimbako to humiliate her. Bamusimbako mvuka musajja bamwitani ngoma ngine. Yaganti sapule eno ye yakubye ngoma ngine kandi no je yampa. For you don't understand these things. Kakati nakugamba nti on the contrary. She was actually seen by many Ugandans as an anti-corruption crusader, Winnie. Many corruption scandals that rocked the government during that time were exposed by Winnie Byanyima. Nakubane Luchikaire yali minister in charge of privatization. Neyenga ojjukira the first lady n'abaana bava wa Luchikaire Makindi ne Museveni je yavogenda okulwa yamukuba Winnie. Ba Luchikaire n'amufulumya.
Ne president ye yafanga yo
ko Winnie yateekawo tiimu y'abamawulire. Bebaso munnamawulire yasooka okufuna mobile phone yali mulindwa muwonge buli wendi nkufuna mama tata ni mama. Kagati Winnie yateekawo tiimu ye y'abamawulire nga bayita waayagalira. Yes.
Okay.
Winnie yakwatanga essimu bwati mu parliament. Yes, your excellency. Your excellency.
Naye ng'ayogera naye
ku ssimu ye. Everybody panicked. The woman is on ono Museveni's assignment wa Museveni talabwa neka creatinga panic mwena ale mu mwonna kaba babona we ate special zawande yakazibu yali vice president and minister of agriculture nga ina nanti corruption unit vice kam kubaleka jimujjako teli vice president aina ministry kam baba William babona government najimalawo
kati chekyayambako yalina strong woman
atenga besi bamuga nti musanji wa kabaka lwaki nti wini ate waliyo ne wini omulala kubamwe kyemutamanyi bwe bali abaganda bwe bago ba government ya wakati ku ttaka lya Buganda bwe bali boogera mu parliament Boniface Byanyima
yayimirira owa DP
atenga yali ajulidde abaana b'Obote n'amugamba Obote yagamba nti batukobye ku ttaka lya Buganda ne government bagigobye Buganda has rebelled against the central government and the rest of Uganda Willy Byanyima umanya
Boniface Byanyima wa DP
mu Hansard yagamba let me clarify when the Buganda the Mengo Chiko resolution to chase the central government out of Kampala does not mean that the opposition is affected. They are chasing the government because of misconduct. Robert Yayimira namugamba, did the people of Ankole West elect you to sit in Rucheko? We shall settle it out later. Mugindi Mugundi.
Mwansad.
So it was easy to send a message to Mengo. It was easy to send a message to the Catholic Church.
It's true.
And the message had this the element was a national political commission. Commander, mechanized regiment, Masaka. You know what Andikira?
Former Minister of Internal Affairs.
Which all of these things Mbabazi lacked, like this young man. Casualties. This explains why she was able to lead the censor motions against powerful ministers. And in fact, any attempt by government to tame Byanyima was perceived to be intended to silence her. She actually became the de facto leader of the opposition while still in the government. Bamujeno bamutwala bere director wa information ku secretariat na yenga yechaliko kiriyechi
chimu
we are cleaning the movement yagenda nga mu parliament yes your excellency agamba kutesa anti alimba kaba kubaganya bukubaganya I helped kutesa as daughter to marry Muhoozi. The intention of the motion against Kutesa yali yaki kutamba
kulemesa mbaga
nimuganja bakuba
naye mbaga wagendayo
ndingenda ku mbaga
tugende mama
sitange yangamba mfudde sebye ku mbaga yo olifu uva ku mbaga nze sigenda ku mbaga
tokenda ku mbaga
unfortunately katimba comparing Winnie Byanyima ne Jackie Mbabazi unfortunately madam Jackie Mbabazi and her sister Hope Message do not have the Winnie's credibility. Hope's name featured prominently in the Chogamu scandal and therefore cannot lead people's struggle and winning her trust and confidence among Ugandans. Mbabazi is seen as part of the steering group. She is seen as part of the problem and lacks the moral authority to talk about corruption. Many Ugandans see Jackie as a disgruntled woman who wants to protect their root by installing her husband in power. Kuba sajja benti awana abayina amagezi otafire yampita muchoka myali wodi
choka myali wao 28 awo bwe watya
otafire yampita nangamba mutani wa Mirundi. When I attended their first meeting of Chogamu, I saw salivers. I saw people who are arguing, who are insatiable urge to steal money. I'm not going to go back. Otafira attended one meeting of Chogamu and never went back. Yangamba, this is a trap by Ono. I know bwakola bwati obulevu.
Obuswere.
Naga nti ono yalimu. This is a trap. Otafiire yanga, it is a trap. It was only Otafiire who sent his junior Hope to represent the Minister of Local Government in Chogam. Otafiire ran out. Otafiire yambuli, this is a trap. Mutani wa Mirumbi, I've attended only one meeting, but I've seen a lot of money there. This must be a trap by Ono. This must be a trap of Ono. Otafiire yadduka.
Abidduka.
Nasindikayo Hope ku sente empitirivu.
Ezaaliyo.
He detected that Chogam was Chogam yali tabatutte. Did you see Otafiere's name featuring anyway? Nenkugamba. In fact, the two women, Hope and Mbabazi's wife, fit in the Chiganda proverb that a rapper does not sell meat. Another important factor that Winnie's team then used was a Catholicism. Winnie Anyima was not only Catholic, but had strong links with these leaders, the Catholic Church. I've already enumerated this in my preceding chapters of this book. Although the Mbabazi team tried to use the Catholic Church, they failed because they were seen as foreigners in the Catholic Church. Mbabazi and his family are strong Anglicans. In fact, the church that Winnie Byanyima used to fight her enemies is completely different from that of today. For example, today's Catholic Church, the previous Catholic Church, had a clear leadership structure headed by Cardinal Emmanuel Nsoboga. Today, there are 4 archbishops with direct links to Rome. Secondly, a Winnie's victory could benefit the entire Catholic Church, which is not the case if Mbabazi wins. In fact, Madame Mbabazi is a daughter of a prominent Anglican cleric, Canon. Catholic Church has changed. But don't you realize this? The person who was supposed to be the Archbishop of Kampala, yali bachenga. Nebaganti kasaba muleta tribalism. What the Pope did was to divide Uganda into 4 archdioceses.
Which means amanyi bagakendeza bagatematema.
Bali abalala nga talina bo. The church is divided. Kati ono semwogerere alinga katikiro wa Buganda. Ate Mayega era yaline Rwanga nga tebatangana. Mayega. They can say the Catholic Church to Mengo. Archbishop Joseph Jiwanuka yaleka ruling. Omukatoliki yenna aligende Mengo agenda nga yokululwe era ajja kubanga alumbye Yerusalemu babeka ne onumufere bufere onumufera babubbi. Has he consolidated the Obwakabaka? Oleme Mayega consolidated Obwakabaka.
Gwatubulira tamale
mufere bufere buli kamuna akalia akiwike ekintu kyaba pota akibya kutaka katikira kyasindo kuba Mengo kutaka ye Mayega nolete ngalabi nekanga bala mu kibuga ngalabi esira kabaka olabe yo omwana w'engalabi ekanga badde bwiti abana bagiyita yiyo oba ya kabaka oba ya Mayega teriyo I've traveled. One of the things I benefited from Museveni exposed sirabanga yo ngalabi wantu nafa baganda tugamba musekera nyuma yiyo jikwateko jiwunyeko baba jambaji jiwunyeko kwa Mayega yajirito najukanga bazamuka esira kabaka engalabi gwalo denti omwana wa ngalabi
bana bangoma
ate bwogitulamu wakati eramba julemu ereriyo ikirundo kikabo musayine kati kabaka ajita makati ya kabaka oba ya Mayega neddo bananga abataka batule babuze Mayega tiengalabi eyo yanu nakwata ekiwologoma nakituza mu kifano kya Bikira Maria alina kikunamira mutwekobe kikunamira eno jinne wayo omwana Mayega mufeko
tugende maso
Mayega yantapulada kagali kugamba nenkugamba nti Archbishop Rwanga nkugamba. Therefore, the issue that brought the Mbabazi team to Kampala as Archbishop Rwanga, the rate now, a person not shared by the entire Catholic Church leadership. In fact, Lwanga was blamed for the killing of Guru seminarians by Joseph Kony's rebels. Kony raided the 2 seminaries and none of the seminarians had ever been seen again. This was a time when Mbabazi was Minister of Defense.
Bachi mutekako.
Kony yalumba seminario biri eggulu. Nayo twalinayo omwana waffe. Naye olwokuba ffe tetufiira mu ebyo. Omwana yakomawo ku holiday ku Kimasente. Kony lwe yalumba seminario biri abaana tebaddangamu kulabika. Why? Because Kony was informed that the Catholic Church was smuggling the weapons into northern Uganda. Ani yamuwaayo, ani yawaayo abakatoliki, ani yawaayo abaana ku seminari. Mbabazi was Minister of Defense. Ani yabawaayo. Abaana. I told the president nti bano bankuba nyayino. I sat with Lwanga for 5 hours. Yali ayina lejalaga n'agaana okugenda. N'ojja ne bunkumambo by'emyaka 8 ate tukyagenda nkugamba. It should be recalled that when Lwanga lost his mother, Mbabazi's wife took charge of all the funeral preparations. Also, Lwanga's links with the ENI, a company allegedly owned by Vatican and the Italian mafias, are well known. How does this benefit the entire Catholic Church? Also, his business orientation is well established. He, Lwanga, and Reverend Father Mulumba were cardinals of God's business, blue-eyed boys. Lwanga was a businessman. Lwanga
Cyprian Kizito omugenzi
yali ngakulya printing bebali abasuubuzi the trading arm. Akati Lwanga afuna. Do you know that Mbabazi announced the purpose of this reform 7? Do you know that when he went to the Vatican, Museveni was accompanied by a Monsignor from northern Uganda? I don't know whether the man was even given prominence. The only person Museveni could take to the Vatican was the Monsignor. He was not accompanied by any Catholic bishop. This is when the Pope blessed me. Bali tebamanyi. They have this background with the Catholic Church. I'm telling you, I'm not a simple man. Nagambye abaana bange ndi mukamba bulire. Nga nafudde muyinza okulaba nga papa aweereza obubaka bwe. Oyo akugambye nti siri mukatuliki.
Agambye toli mukatuliki. Bali bamanyi nti oli mukatuliki.
Okujogebwa. Ndi mukatuliki omulungemu ebinzaali biri. Kale nkugamba. These factors, the relationship between Lwanga and Mbabazi family, at one time it was alleged that Lwanga is running a business with Mbabazi's daughter. Nimbaga nti Lwanga bwe yafiirwa maama we Mbabazi yatekinga charge.
Mu by'okuziika.
Lwanga appointed Mbabazi okubeera organizing naye nga sekandi omukatoliki lwagenda yamuvumu. Museveni atulaga omusika atunonye omusika the vice president by all means agamba sekandi lwaki ogendayo muliki akuba mu ggulu. Is there a Elias Kirali leader who attends God's cabinet meeting when he was there? Ani kakati nkugamba
katusooke tujja buno bwe tukomawo tweyongerewo kyali
kulagamba bazinti nemubala nebesi nemubala nono omulenzi namubaze yeegalise dda.